good afternoon, or evening, or morning, depending. That's the beauty of podcasts. You know, you can listen to it in the shower while you're fucking your wife.
Yep.
You
I
know?
hope everyone's listening to this while they're fucking their
That's what
wives.
me and my wife love doing. Is we love having sex in new, interesting places like the shower.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll just take the weekend off. We'll get a rental car. We'll park the rental car. Just get the hell out of town, and we'll pull it over and we'll suck and fuck on the side of the road, just like we used to when we were kids. That's how we keep the spice in our relationship. A lot of people worry about, is my relationship spicy enough? How do I get that Latina flavor in my relationship? My wife's getting older now. Her pussy sucks.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I hate fucking her. My dick is really, it's not as, it's as long as it used to be, but it's really narrow now.
It doesn't fill up.
That'll happen.
Yeah, it's gross. Yep. My fucking dick is gross, and my wife's pussy is shit. And I tried to fuck the girl I work with, but it failed.
Yeah.
And then I got caught failing trying to fuck my younger coworker.
You couldn't get hard, or what happened?
I don't know.
It just didn't happen, huh?
I think the problem is there's not enough spice in my relationship.
You need to get the spice back in.
So yeah, we fuck in the shower and we listen to Marin. We put on podcasts.
Oh my god.
We get it. We get podcasts.
That's an aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
You haven't fucked your wife until you fucked her to Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Yeah. My wife is a huge fan of
cereal.
Of cereal.
Yeah.
So I pretend I'm pretending I'm the Muslim kid from.
Oh shit.
I'm pretending I'm the.
Do you guys fuck in a Best Buy parking lot?
Is that what happened?
I think I don't know.
I think he kills her in the Best Buy.
That's when
I murdered my wife.
You killed your wife?
That's the only way I can come anymore.
That will keep it spicy. If you murder your wife, hell yeah.
How do you add a little hot sauce to your relationship? I'm tired of having this mayo-ass, crack-ass white boy relationship.
What kind of hot sauce?
Crystal.
Boom.
It's a Cristal hot sauce.
It's made by the same people.
Yeah.
It is.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, my wife and I...
shit on bitches' titties.
Well, my wife and I could only fuck originally to the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme song.
Oh, that's funny. Me and my wife only fuck to the music when Larry is suspicious of something.
Me and my wife, we fuck to the Price is Right sound when you get something wrong. Yeah. The bum 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 bum.
Yeah. But when we were kids, we used to fuck.
Yeah,
to the,
me and my wife. Back when me and my wife were kids, when I met my wife, we were 4 or 5 years old.
Yep.
I tell you, we used to fuck like rabbits.
Yep.
I'd pull her poodle skirt up back in the old Studebaker Roadster.
Sure.
The year was 1948. I was 6 months old. My wife
she was 4. I don't remember how old I was.
I was 27 years old. My wife was 4 and a half. I just finished.
A couple of kids.
I just finished my senior year at the Westchester Boys School for Preparatory Boys, and my wife was she was a junior in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And back then they called it going steady,
Right.
and what that means is that she wasn't allowed to tell people what was going on.
You hold her down and steadily and fuck her.
Yeah.
I'll tell you guys something. You've never fucked your wife until you fucked her to the Benny Hill theme song.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Well, that's when your dick, you put it in her ass and it comes out of her mouth. To yakety sax. And then you put one of your balls in her ear. It comes out of her eyelid. It's actually extremely painful for your dick and balls.
But it's a good bit.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
It's a really good bit. I exclusively give my wife the shocker.
Yeah.
That's the only way I have sex.
I tried that PlayStation VR the other day, and that shit is crazy. It's like we really are living in the fucking future. I read an article the other day.
Oh, stop.
I read an article the other day that said that scientists created a time crystal.
Oh, no.
I don't even know what that is.
Dude, do we have to find it and destroy it?
I don't know.
Wait, is this real?
Yeah, they created a time crystal.
What is that?
I guess they shine lasers.
That like a Zelda thing?
They shine lasers at these particles to induce particle spin. That I don't know. They show that time could be symmetrical, which is what a crystal is. It's like
I don't even fucking begin to understand that shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't. Nobody does.
What does that even fucking mean when people are like time is fucking? You could like I don't know.
Well, symmetry
walk
can
through time.
Yeah,
or some
well,
shit?
symmetry can.
That's true.
Symmetry
That's
can
true.
be expressed mathematically. So, like, when they say that kind of shit, they just mean that, like, numbers add up on a piece of paper.
Right, what the fuck
So
does
when,
that
like,
mean?
you know, time, like space-time being the fourth dimension or whatever, it's just like imagine something carried to the fourth power.
Yep.
I don't even
And then
fucking-
just think about it
imagine it this
numerically
way.
rather
What if
than...
we had a
Imagine it
magical
this way.
knife and you cut some shit in the air, and then you put your hand to the fucking... Then
In
I
the
could,
air.
Then I could fucking
Well,
get
okay.
it.
Imagine it this way:
What?
2 gay men.
Okay, all right.
They both have
I'm listening.
erections.
Uh-huh.
One of them is like you, uncircumcised.
Okay.
One of them, like me, incredibly circumcised.
Yeah, very circumcised.
You put
Basically just has ball skin.
the tips of the dicks together.
Mm-hmm. Am I
take-
docking?
You
Are you
take-
putting your dick in my foreskin?
I don't know what docking is.
You don't know
but
what
take-
docking is?
That's what docking is. You just described docking. You think you're inventing it because you're a fucking idiot. You've never had a
I'm not-
foreskin in your life, dude. You're a fucking poser. I got mine removed as an adult because I wanted to make decisions about my own body, and I chose not to have
That happened to
one.
my friend.
You had yours removed like
His
a fucking
parents went to him
coward
at
as an
13.
infant.
All right, well,
Probably with anesthesia.
I mean, I was doing a bit that
I had mine done at a Pantera concert by Phil Anselmo with his mouth. He chewed my
Was he
foreskin
wearing
off.
a rabbi costume?
Yeah. And he said, now you're a cow man from hell. And that was my bar mitzvah.
That was your bar mitzvah.
I'm sorry, Adam. Now, what do I need to imagine?
Oh God,
for
I was
time?
just doing a stupid bit. Nick.
Anyway, time is fucking. I don't buy any of that fucking shit.
Yeah.
dude.
I also should
can't
warn.
time
I should
travel.
warn the listeners. Not only is the battery dying in this, don't worry. I got backup batteries.
Mm-hmm.
But we got food coming, so this might cut off abruptly at some point. Consider that the break. We're gonna hit you with some sweet, cool tunes from the 1950s. That
Which
was the
one?
decade I grew up in. Back when I met my wife.
What was your wife's name?
I don't know, some shit like Trixie or what
Beverly?
fucking dumb, yeah. Dot. My wife
Dottie.
Dot. Used to bust down Dot's throat. But back then it was called Going Steady.
Coming into someone's mouth is what going steady is.
Yeah. You'd rip her poodle skirt off and hold her down, and she'd say, my dad's a senator. And I'd say, my dad's a fucking president. And then I'd do whatever I want. That was called Going Steady back then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's like that movie Pleasantville.
It was a simpler time, Pleasantville.
Yeah. Where the soda shop man's gay, isn't that the story? He finds out he's gay and then he has color.
When the
Yeah.
color, when he gets
He turns
color.
completely pink.
Yeah, and the wife learns about masturbating. Yeah. What a
was
great
awesome.
movie.
Who else beat off? I think you saw titties in that. I definitely did. Who was in it?
Well, everyone with color was fucking.
Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon.
Toby Mac.
Toby Mac was definitely in
Pussy Posse.
And who was
legend?
who was the
Toby
big,
Mac?
And who was the guy? What the
Jeff
fuck is his
D.
name?
Jeff D.
Who was the
Jeff
bitch?
Daniels? Gay? Who becomes gay?
Jeff
Jeff
Daniels was
cool
gay.
and gay. But
Yeah.
who was the main guy who was bad? I can't believe I can't remember his name.
Willem Dafoe.
No, yeah.
Who played the
in-
dad? William H. Macy?
William H. Macy.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a fucking bitch ass motherfucker.
Was Ed Harris in that movie?
Wait, was it William H. Macy or that other guy that looks like William H.
think
Macy?
it
That
was
low
William.
rent guy.
Who's that guy?
Fuck. I always confuse him with C. Thomas Howell, and it's not C. Thomas Howell. And his name isn't even similar, and they don't look alike. But for whatever reason, their names got swapped in
Because
my
William
head.
H. Because C. Thomas Howell sounds like what a bootleg William H. Macy should be named.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, he's the guy from The Outsiders.
Is it John C. Reilly?
No, it's not John C. Reilly.
Um,
You would know
is
him
it-
immediately if you saw him.
I think I know who you're talking about. He's
Yeah.
got little gay eyes. You know what I mean?
No, I think that eyes could be a lot of different shapes and a lot of different sizes.
I don't. Yeah, William H. Macy's a bitch ass motherfucker in that movie. His wife, he doesn't fuck his wife good.
His wife jacks off and then becomes
His
color.
wife, that was hot. I
and then
I
has
think
to
I beat
put
off to
makeup
her
on.
beating off.
She has to put makeup on to still be black and white.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How
and
did
then
she
it
find
rains
black and
one
white?
day, like at a certain pivotal point.
Interesting.
And then he's like, "Oh, this bitch's color."
And isn't the guy like who puts the what happens? Like Tobey Maguire goes over or somebody, Reese Witherspoon goes and she's a little slut and sucks off the fucking the football guy or something like that.
Oh,
right,
that's Chinese
here.
food.
Break time.
Woo!
How does it feel to know you're about to die? I'm gonna give you more time than you gave my wife and son. I gotta tell you something! It'll change everything! It wasn't me! It wasn't me! Now you're a good cop. Vernon! Oh, Vernon! Let's try in here.
Okay, and we're back.
Wait, hold on.
What do you mean, hold on? We're back.
Did we do the first part?
What first part?
Is that still here?
Yeah, the first.
Yeah, you just can't add
fucking
to the
idiot.
Okay, nothing. We're ready.
Yeah, we had lunch and now we have a guest. Amber's back.
Yeah, we had nighttime lunch.
All right.
We had a night. We had lunch.
it's called dinner.
Lunch just means the middle. Anything you're doing, if you stop and eat in the middle, that's fucking lunch, dude.
Yeah, it was the lunch
Get a dictionary,
of the
you
podcast.
fucking retard.
Yeah, that's true.
Got him. Cooked his ass. Wish your little bitch ass, Adam.
Yeah, didn't you go to school for reading? You know what the fuck lunch means?
I think everyone technically goes to school
I didn't.
for reading.
Nah.
I went to school for sports.
I got through
I went to the finger bombing academy, personally.
finger blast.
Bombing. No, we're the bomb technique, not the
I went,
blast.
I went to school.
How do you bomb a
Is that like
pussy?
when you do really bad and the room is just
Yeah.
dead?
No.
Like,
It's
That's
like,
when that's when
fingering
you
her, she
from
just
the
stares
top.
at
You take a
blankly.
dump. You gotta take a dump in the pussy. That's the bomb in the pussy. Either that or you fill it with
Jesus,
spray
man.
paint.
Oh my god! And then you huff
Yeah.
it.
yeah, dog. That's how the fuck
There's
we
actually
get
a
down.
documentary about the Chicano movement in the 1970s to invent pussy bombing.
Stand and deliver.
Yeah, Stand and Delivers about these. He has to reach the kids. Edward James
Edward
Olmos.
James. Yeah.
The poster boy of adult acne.
Yeah. His skin is fucked up. It's really like
Eddie
bumpy.
J.O.
Yeah.
It looks like a
Eddie
lunar.
J.O.
Eddie J.O., baby.
yeah, that's a great name for him. Yeah, Eddie J.O.
Eddie J.O.
I don't fucking know. Wait, so Amber's back.
Hi.
What's going on?
I'm high and trying to order Korean barbecue.
Yeah, we had Chinese
Mm-hmm.
from. Did I just mention that?
No,
we
no.
just had to delete like 2 minutes
Yeah,
of the
sorry.
second
I don't
half
think
of
we'll
the
That's
ever be
happened
able to.
twice
fault.
tonight.
No, it's not anybody's
come
fault.
back from it.
Anytime it is somebody's fault, it's Adam's fault. It's
Okay.
either that or it's nobody's fault.
Why is this
Blame
dynamic
the Jews.
developing?
I'm not blaming the Jews.
No,
I'm
it's
blaming a
because
specific
Nick's
person.
trying to
Particular
impress.
And it has nothing to do with his Judaism.
I think it has a little.
He's
to
just
do
prone to
with it.
fucking up the,
What?
the equipment.
Tell me one time
Gear.
that's happened. One.
You leave the door open, the cats leave.
You leave the door open.
that's-
oh my
You're
God.
raised
Got
in
you
a
there,
bar.
bitch.
I was raised in a nice household.
He was raised in the
Raise your
synagogue.
Fucking door.
A lot of people have been messaging me, asking me, how can we send stuff to the podcast? What kind of free stuff can we send in?
Whatever you got. Flashlights.
No. And I'll tell you.
Number one.
And if you want to send to my apartment,
Maybe chocolate-covered
message me.
pretzels.
Barbecue.
No. Well,
Yeah.
what I want is a
Barbecue.
glass.
Maybe like a Twix bar.
one of those.
like an ice
First of
cream
all, it's
Twix
not going
bar.
to Stav's place. It's coming here.
You can do it to my place. I'll give message me and I'll give you my address and you
That's-
can just give it to me. Actually,
Don't message him.
Please message me.
Don't send him anything. Here's what we're getting: is iced tea container, one of those big glass ones with this
I have a
the spigot at the end.
Ooh,
It's gotta have
Oh, with the push.
The spigot's
I
good.
want the spigot.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking pour my iced tea like a slave.
Nick
I
Mullen,
want full
Sun
service
tea
iced tea.
enthusiast.
I want my white gloves on. I'm gonna spill a drop on my fucking gloves, and I will slit your throat on this porch with my fucking razor.
Okay, hell yeah, dude.
Wow.
Yeah, so we'll
Please
take one of
get
those.
him.
Oh, we also
I
want.
also want a Vitamix and a PlayStation.
I want a Vitamix. You can't copy me, dude.
I want it. Why?
I wanted the Vitamix
Why
first.
can't I copy you?
Stop. Are you sure you don't want anything?
I want a Vitamix.
Okay, but
And
All right, well, here's
oh,
the
you mean
thing.
Korean
you can't
barbecue?
have any of mine.
I will not have any of yours.
Okay.
I know. I've been doing that.
Get him a
recently.
couple pieces
You're
of
like
cabbage.
the world's
Like a
girlfriend.
rabbit.
I know. I'm
Where you're
sorry.
Like, I don't want any, and then you're like, can I have a bite?
Can I
of
just
that?
get a little bite? Can I get a little fries? I can't help it. I'm a little slutty boy when it comes to food. I did
Yeah.
that to them with the Chinese.
I do that with
Getting
peanut M&Ms,
bougie.
dude. If somebody has peanut M&Ms, I also like to pretend like I've never tried gum. Anytime anyone says gum, I'm like, oh, ooh.
What's an acceptable thing to ask a stranger for that's not a cigarette?
A cigar.
A black and
Do you have
mild.
another cigar?
Yeah. I used to
You
love
got it,
that.
Dutch?
Do you have another cigar? I'm trying to quit.
You can. I guess you could ask for gum.
Could you ask a vape guy? Could you just be like,
No.
yo, can I
No.
bum some cloud?
Because it's like a...
Can I just get a little cloud off
Suck
you right
some
now?
cloud. Only
Yeah.
you can't take it off his mouthpiece, but if he
Yeah,
gives
if
it to
you
you mouth
suck
to
the
mouth,
cloud, yeah, if you just suck in that cloud.
Could you go up to like a Wall Street banker guy ripping cloud on the side of
Yeah.
the street, and could you just be like, yo, shoddy?
yeah, you can. Ask
Yeah,
for
what you
Yo,
need to
shoddy?
do, you get like a
Yo, shoddy be that vape?
you get like
Real quick.
a small gauge tube, something that's like maybe the width of like a noisemaker, and then someone's chucking cloud. You just suck up their cloud. You get,
Just with the,
you get with the-
you just walk around with a mouth hose?
you put the hose in your mouth and you suck up their cloud. And then if they get mad, you'd be like, you dispose of it, dude. It's a
You
libertarian.
threw it
comment.
out.
It's
You don't
libertarian.
own it.
It's
Yeah.
entirely libertarian for me to suck the free cloud.
I have to add my new card to this. This is the
Oh,
Oh
worst.
yeah, me and Amber have the same bank, and they send you a new card every 3.5 weeks.
Because they get hacked
They
every
get-
fucking
yeah,
2 weeks.
They're constantly getting hacked.
bank gets hacked.
Always.
That is the worst thing to
Yeah.
happen to a
We went
bank.
through Amalgamated Bank because
Yeah.
like I like had a job that like banked there because I worked for socialists.
Right,
and,
right,
and they were like, let's,
Well, they're a good
let's
bank.
not bank with someone who kicks black people out of their homes.
Yeah, they're a good
Right.
bank on the issues. They support a $15 minimum.
Yeah.
And they
They're
offer
the union bank.
They offer like truly free checking for
but
low wage
really get what you pay for.
workers. Oh yeah, dude, constantly.
What
No,
a
I went in
weird
today to
name.
get
What
my.
does amalgamated mean? What
It's
is
the
that?
amalgamated like
Amalgamated.
clothes workers union or something. It was a union
Yeah.
fucking 100 years ago.
Amalgamated means combined?
Yeah.
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 Oh,
An
look at
amalgam.
Word Boy fucking up too. Why don't you go
Fucking
take an
idiot. You know-
amalgamated
you know
lunch
An
back in
amalgam-
the
I went through-
library?
I w-
Learn how to
listen,
read, you
Can
fucking
I just
idiot.
refine
High
by
five,
things
dude.
that don't accept cash?
that lunch took a little bit out of me, but
Can we talk about how Bob the fucking drag queen re-grammed some of my shit, dog?
Congrats.
The drag queens are on my shit, dude, and I feel great about it.
You got a big
Yeah,
drag
I'm
queen
friends
going
with drag
on, you know?
queens.
Are you? Who?
Why do you stop fetishizing the gay community, dude?
Huh?
Why
I'm
do you stop being
celebrating
a
them.
gay tourist.
I'm celebrating
I mean,
their
I think
power
to be fair,
and beauty.
he's fetishized by the gay.
I think the
Yeah,
only way to
if
make this
anything.
not feel wrong, what you're doing, is
to
if
be gay.
well, no, if we get a vial of HIV positive blood and inject it into him.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What is on your mind today?
Being fair is on my mind, dude. Justice.
Can I just?
Jeez.
I don't want to think I want to do that, dude. What if I just sucked you and Adam off?
No,
Why not?
I think you
What's
have to
the
have
gayest thing you guys have ever done? Gayest.
Sex with like 6 men.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it's a good
It
question.
is a good question.
I don't know, man. I was just fucking naked with a gay man dressed
For a
as
picture.
Mario.
That's pretty gay.
I went to a pumpkin patch.
I was in a
That's
committed, loving relationship with a woman.
Yeah.
That's actually probably the gayest thing I've ever done
Yeah.
in my life.
Well, okay.
I had
about
to use
you?
a photo booth with a woman.
I don't know. How about you?
One time a girl made me
I've done
listen to
some
Tom
gay-ass
Waits
shit.
and cried in my room. And they got
That's
mad at
gay.
me for not
That's
also
very
That's
crying.
not gay. That's
Yo,
just like
straight up,
being in college.
Yeah,
Tom Waits
I was
is-
He
in
never
college.
went to college.
Tom Waits is trash, right?
No.
Am I?
Yeah.
What?
Actually,
he's
he's trash.
There's a back.
Tom Waits is
There's a
trash.
backlash.
He's a
going on right now
grumbly
'cause he does
voiced
a lot of
bitch.
corny Cookie Monster voice.
Yeah.
I
But,
just don't
like-
like listening to it.
The
That's
boat
sank.
sank. Yeah, that's
And
good.
the sea captain died.
That's a
I'm not
good
trying to do
Tom
Cookie
Waits.
Monster
That's
voice.
also a good Mike Lawrence.
Does he do that voice
The
in all his songs, or are there songs
No,
where he just
he's
sings?
like a jazz musician and then like a sort of like a abstract jazz musician.
Oh.
He used to do like different stuff.
So he made his voice into jazz
yeah,
music.
no, well, he got really
Oh.
into Captain Beefheart, and so that's him basically kind of trying to sound like Captain Beefheart.
Yeah, that to me
It
is
all
also,
sounds like
Well, they were
also
friends.
More like
trash.
more like
They were
Captain
friends.
all
Queefheart.
sounds like Louis Prima. They're all ripping off him.
Louis
yeah.
Prima.
Or
Louis
Louis
Prima.
Armstrong.
Louis Prima.
Yeah.
you mean Louis Armstrong.
Who's
No.
Louis Primo?
Louis
He's,
Prima just doesn't have like a gravelly voice at all.
Yeah, he
though.
does, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't.
You're talking about Louis Armstrong, the most
No, not
famous
the
Louis
fucking guy that went
jazz
to the
guy.
moon.
That has a
That's so fucking.
Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong's the first guy to ride a bicycle on the moon. Everybody knows this, dude.
what? Nothing accepts cash.
He got a space bike.
I gotta go and get my card.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm
that's
sorry. I
fine.
know this is fantastic content.
Yeah, I know.
worries.
I know. Like the way technology works is they invent something, then they improve on it, right?
Yeah.
But like,
Mhm.
what dumbass thought that giant wheel bicycle was the best first one?
First,
And then
big,
why didn't you start with even wheels? Like that wasn't the first thing you
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
Dude, because you fucking go fast as hell, dude.
on the giant wheel bicycle.
Yeah,
no, you
dog.
don't.
No, you don't.
You fucking
you don't.
you
Wait,
pedal
is
that
the
bitch and it
gear?
goes fast.
The gear is fixed to the front wheel and not the back wheel.
On the big one? Yeah,
the
it's
big
a
one.
fixie. So I understand.
Penny
It's
I
a
underst-
fixie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, that shit was stupid looking as hell.
I think it was more about like the novelty of being like like
Tall
5
up.
feet above
But there was
every commoner.
there was something before
walking
the
in the
bicycle,
gutter.
Mhm.
before pedals. There was a thing called the Dandy Walker, which was this.
Oh, I know him.
Oh yeah, he follows stop. it was like a fucking. It looked like a bicycle, but it was just uncomfortable. It was like a 2x4 over 2 wheels, and it would jam up in your crotch, and it got you just high enough that like the
You
the balls
just
of your
start
feet
walking.
hit the ground.
Oh
So you
my
would just
God.
sort of like float.
Really?
Yeah,
amazing.
but imagine the New Yorker mascot riding around on one of those.
That's pretty good.
And that's like who it was for. It's for, you know.
I want
It's
to
amazing.
Tall
Like,
hatted
think
queers.
about like the locomotion of that. Like,
Yeah.
it's like when a baby sits on a skateboard and just
Yeah.
scoots along.
No, it really is. It's like that thing they make for babies, which is like the diaper with a tripod under it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So that, you know, the baby can learn walking. If I had a kid, I would never teach it how to walk.
Me neither. Or talk.
Think about how much more intimidating it is as a crawl. Imagine like a
Just a
fully grown
crawled
man,
man?
like, crawling,
Just like a
Yeah.
really
but like
good
crawling
crawl,
fast,
rapid.
yeah, because they've been doing
Yeah,
it their
that's
whole life.
terrifying.
Like
Like,
the
you know-
African guy from Bloodsport.
Yeah. Imagine like a tough burly guy.
What is that, quad?
He's coming into some roadhouse bar and he's crawling across the floor because his dad never taught him how to walk. You're not gonna look that guy in the eye.
No.
He'd be
You know
like,
how much rage he has?
Just biting your ankles.
He's gonna suck your fucking thumbs off, dude.
nah, dude. He would just be like Mowgli, dude. He'd just hang out with the bears.
from the
Did I ever
Jugendwort?
tell you that story? Man, I wish I could remember who it was, but somebody was working at a pizza restaurant. Their boss got fired for calling the Indian guy who worked there Mowgli.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's mean.
There was
Yeah,
some
that's pretty
workplace.
racist.
Yeah, but it's such a funny way to be racist.
Yeah, it's
to call someone
the
Mowgli.
only like familiarity I have with your race is a childhood
Yeah.
story.
Aladdin.
Hey, Mowgli.
Hey,
Sorry, I haven't updated my racism
Yeah.
since I was 8.
Well, that's really when you need to make your mind up, and then ever since that, you just can just have your opinions.
What are you talking
I
about?
was racist as hell as a fucking little kid, dude.
Were you?
Yeah, dude. Greek people are so racist.
Yeah.
It sucked. I didn't know.
There are
I didn't know it was
actual Nazis
bad.
out where
No.
you live.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
well,
racist
we were
because
the-
I
we were
like
the good guys.
sports a lot, so I thought black people were really awesome.
Yeah, I was super not racist at all as a kid. I'm serious.
No,
You grew
yeah, me
into
too.
it? Yeah, kind of. Well, because I developed a sense of humor, and then I wanted to really see where it took me. And then I got into like irony and stuff, and then Well, you
and
know.
soon you'll just be a Nazi.
Yeah, right. Now
Then
I'm an
you're-
editor on Stormfront.
On November 6th, 5th, what is the election day?
9th,
9th,
8th.
On November 8th, you're going to finish being an irony boy by checking that T button.
I'm not going to vote.
I'm probably not going to get it together and vote. But
do you mean?
only because there's, I mean,
doesn't matter. Hillary's
I'm
doesn't
waiting for
matter.
election day so
Yeah.
I can buy a Make America Great Again hat. That's
Right.
yeah,
really
of
the only
course.
thing
That's
I
what
fucking
everyone's
care about.
doing.
God, it
I
is.
want that hat. I hate all of the parody hats. I hate all this Drumpf bullshit.
Hey, grab him by the pussy again. Huh?
Yeah.
I will say
On a
that
red hat.
the camo. So he's been switching it up from the red
The camo's awesome.
to the camo
was
with
the
the
best.
orange letters.
Wait,
Make
camo
America
was
great.
awesome.
That looks like
I want a
that
camo
looks like hype
bumper sticker
streetwear.
put on the
What?
back of my truck that says "Yes, I steal valor," and it's got Calvin pissing on the word veterans.
That would be awesome. Damn, I want that one.
Yeah. So Amber, what'd you do today?
I tried to, well, I had student meetings. Met with some
Lame.
students.
With
and I
your
tried to go to a
kids?
psychic.
Oh shit, sounds dumb.
Yeah.
Did they read your fucking fortune?
No, I want to do an article about tarot
Okay.
stuff. So I want to go to one, but like they were both like one was booked up and one was closed. So I just ended up getting rained on, and then I couldn't find then the restaurant I wanted to go to was closed. So I walked to this other one, and this giant mobby looking Russian guy sat in an empty restaurant in the table next to me.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
Like neck.
Empty restaurant, two people.
Neck tats or huge neck?
Huge neck.
Gotcha.
Huge neck.
And he was trying to holler.
Yeah.
What'd he
It was
say?
like,
Work?
hello, you look very nice today. And I'm
Nice.
Was he like Eastern Promises?
Did you
kinda guy?
smash?
No, he was like really giant. It was like felt like a refrigerator.
Oh,
Hell
that's
yeah.
hot.
Yeah, that's
So you guys fucked right there.
Right there,
Fucked on the
right
table.
at Sichuan Pot on whatever street it's.
You
on.
had hot pot?
I didn't get hot pot, but it was a hot pot restaurant.
I had
just
hot
ordered
pot.
off
Would
the
you-
Sichuan menu.
I had hot pot this weekend. It was unbelievable.
I took Nick to a really good
Hot pot?
Yeah, to a really good hot pot.
Really cool.
Would you fuck a giant man in the Russian mafia? If it meant like
No,
no.
Did you fuck Kadyrov?
no.
The
It's a
dictator of
Chechnya.
Chechnya.
Yeah.
That's
No.
what actually. That's where
He
my.
looks like Felix.
That's where my mind went. Right after Vine, they said they weren't doing Vine anymore. It was like, where am I going to see little boys get injured and like be able to laugh like. And then I was like, well, there's like hours and hours of Chechnyan boy fights on Instagram. So
Yeah,
You don't
Instagram
have to
has
worry
a lot,
about
of,
it.
a lot of what Vine
yeah,
has.
no, we talked about it the last time. Russian Instagram takes the gold.
Hell yeah.
They should remake. They should make there should be like a Miracle on Vine.
yeah,
Be like a Miracle on Ice, but it's Miracle on Vine.
someone's saving Vine.
Yeah, where Mark Wahlberg plays the guy that makes a better Instagram than the Russians. Somehow.
$1 million.
He's like, "This is me.
idea.
I'm punching my kid in the face because we gotta take this back. I'm punching my fucking 8-year-old son in the face until we're famous."
He would need a crack team though. He'd need a crack team of like 11-year-old black kids,
Yeah,
and it would be him.
and they're all played by The Rock.
Yeah.
Just superimpose The Rock 11 times into the movie.
There's one Kevin Hart. There's one that's Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
Of course, as a woman though,
yeah.
in a fat suit. He's a fat
Does Kevin
woman.
Hart do fat suit movies?
He's got us. How
I don't
long
think
do you
he's
think until
gone
Kevin
fat
Hart does
suit.
fat suits?
He's like too small, I feel like.
I guarantee you he's going to do a fat suit
he's
movie.
Tiny.
He'd look like a bowling ball if he went fat suit, you know?
Dude, he's going to go fat suit, I promise.
Eddie was a little bit taller, I feel
I don't
like.
think Eddie was that tall.
Really?
No, yeah, Eddie's pretty tall.
Really?
He's like 6'6".
6'6", 245,
Yeah.
250.
Eddie Murphy? Yeah, he's about, I'd say 6'9", 6'10". About 786 pounds.
No, but he did put the weight on for Clump.
Yeah, that's all.
That's a fact.
That's all real effects. He's just fat as hell.
That was not CGI. That was not a fat suit. That was...
Who was the woman in the first Clump? It wasn't Janet Jackson. That was the second one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you remember who it was?
I thought it was
watched the second
Janet
one because
Jackson.
No,
love
I don't.
Janet Jackson.
Huh? You love Janet?
I love Janet.
She's the best.
Yeah,
Best soundtrack.
That
Nutty,
movie?
Nutty P.
I remember that. Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
Dr. Doolittle.
Or
Yeah.
was it Doolittle?
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
that's
that
what
was
it
a good
was.
song.
The one with Aaliyah
Yeah, dude.
and the crying baby sound.
Yeah. It's terrible. It's like if you would remove that, I could listen to
No,
that.
I love
as
that
an
shit.
adult. No, it's so bad.
Hell yeah, dude. Give me that crying ass baby.
No, it's terrible.
Nick,
it's like,
your take?
you know what makes a song even sexier? Crying baby noises.
You know what song I love? Some Cut. But was that Trillville and Little
Yeah,
Scrappy?
with the
Where the beat is like a bed creaking. Yeah.
Awesome. It's just a
yeah,
What
that song
is,
is
ho?
incredible.
What's up? Can
Yeah.
boo some boo. That song is vulgar.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Straight up about getting them cheeks on a creaky ass bed.
I was in New Orleans one time. This guy from Biloxi was talking. I forget what the topic of conversation was. He was talking about his favorite slang for women.
Oh,
He
jeez.
goes,
No.
he's like, nah, the best term I ever heard was sugar walls. Well, how you doing, sugar walls?
That's
It's
disgusting.
disgusting, but great
walls?
at time. Especially when you just picture it happening in Biloxi, where she's just like leaking sweat out of her pussy all year long. All she has is like one of those paper fans. You know, she's not allowed to curse because her dad's a pastor. And she gets called sugar walls, and she catches the vapors, and she's in a coma for 9.5 years.
Sugar walls is
real.
pretty good.
I've never experienced such vulgarity.
Nah, dude, the preacher's
God,
daughters were
I'm
freaky,
too high to
yo.
put in my fucking card.
You still haven't ordered?
This is ridiculous.
That
should
is
be
the
an app for
worst
that.
time for me
Look,
in
I
the
didn't
world to smoke
plan-
weed is
plan this.
right before you've had dinner and you're so hungry, and
Oh,
then you
yeah.
have to order afterwards.
Oh, that's
Well,
crazy.
it is
shouldn't be a
one of the most difficult.
That's insane.
Yeah,
This shouldn't be a problem because I should have already remembered to put my new fucking card in.
mm-hmm.
What are some of your favorite terms for women, vulgarly? Everyone.
It's gotta be sugar walls.
You think sugar walls?
I think
Mine
that,
is,
once I heard it, I was like, I'm gonna use that word for the rest of my damn life.
Mine is holes.
Hole?
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. That one sucks so
It's
much.
rough.
I like flops.
Yo, where are these holes?
Call them flops, flops or tubes.
Flops.
What's going on, flops?
I
This
like
is
the
more familiar. Like a girl
tubes
would
is
say, "How you
funny.
doing?"
Yeah.
folks?"
Flops is like you need to know science.
Or I think if you want to go, I think it's funny to call all women bones, like that
Yeah.
show Bones.
Oh, that's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. The
Or,
medical science
Yeah,
show.
or midge. I think it's great to call every woman you know
Midge is funny.
You should start going with the Midge thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
'Cause
Midge.
You're very good also at Shelley when you do when
Jack
you do your
Lemmon?
Jack Lemmon.
I think the meanest name to call a woman is the N-word, personally.
I'd like
I
the
thought it was a
classic.
pet name. It was the first time I heard it. I thought that sounds great. I'm gonna use it.
I thought it was going to be like our thing, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was joking around with my friend because like my dog's name is Isis, so I was like, what if that was my new name that I gave the dog, or if I just named the dog Hitler?
Hitler's pretty funny.
That's a cute name.
Yeah,
But
but Hitler's definitely a boy's name.
Dolph.
What's your dog's name? Oh, it's the N-word. I can't really say it, but
She's
I only
really
say
disobedient.
yeah.
she doesn't listen to me because I can't say her
You can't
name.
say her name. They really need that.
I like trim and muff. I think those are some
I
classics.
hate moth.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, well, I guess trim, but that means pussy more than it means. like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's more of a
What is
cynic
sugar
douche.
walls?
Or a metonym.
sugar walls means woman.
Which one is cynic douche and which one is
Walls
metonym?
isn't pussy.
Well, it's not. It's like sugar tits. You call them sugar tits. You call them sugar walls, and then it's.
Oh, that's fucking gross, dude.
Yeah, I know.
So gross.
Hey, what's up, asshole glands?
Hey, yeah. Sweet sphincter. Candy taint. How you doing?
Hey, let me get some of that serve.
I think I'm gonna start saying candy taint.
Panicking.
Swervix. Does anyone?
Swervix.
Yeah, that's
Soft cervix.
You got to hit the swervix.
I want to cone a soft cervix.
Soft cervix.
If you were in a bar Amber, and a guy just went up to you and like unironically called you a dame.
What does he look like?
What do you mean? What does he look
I
like?
tell you exactly what he looks like.
got
I'll tell you exactly what he looks like right now.
He looks like a
that
classic
guy
man.
from the fucking
What
Jazz
does he
Age
look like?
Festival article in the New York Times.
Exactly.
2 months
Like,
ago.
how would you respond? I don't know.
You would throw a drink in his face, right?
What does he look like?
No, he's
What
got-
do you
not if
mean?
he's
What does
sexy
he
as
look
hell.
like?
I mean, I would
attractive guy.
respond differently if it's an attractive.
He's the hottest guy you've ever seen.
I don't care.
Really?
Yeah.
To say dame?
Yeah,
Dude,
That's
if he's
actively
respect
lame.
if he's hot as hell,
I'd
who gives a shit?
respect
Dude, if
Or I would convince myself I respected it if he was
Until
totally
you
hot.
snap.
Yeah, that's like me with women too. I guess.
What if he did?
how much
They
shit
could
like
really
women
What if
call
it
him
was the
anything.
most attractive guy in the world, but he did like the Vulcan sign and said "greeting females"?
No,
No.
no, but
That's
dame might
too
work
much
if you could work dame
dame.
into a joke or
No,
make it sound self-effacing.
it's not a joke.
But you don't
It's
address
like
someone
he's like a swing revival
Yeah,
guy.
exactly.
He's like
Ew.
still really into cherry pop. And
Yeah,
You
stuff.
would hook up with one of those, like a bowling shirt kind
no,
of guy?
I wouldn't.
But he's the hottest guy
But
you've
he's
ever
so
But I
seen.
would
hot.
be offended. I would
He's
just
hot,
make
but
fun
he's
of him.
dressed like
I
Drew
would just
Carey
be like,
show.
look at your fucking shirt.
Yeah, you'd make
motherfucker."
fun of him, and then he would bounce back, and then as soon as you forgot, he would say "dame" again. Every 45 minutes, he would say "dame."
Bag.
And I
is
would just not
another-
be able to
that's
let it go.
another-
And I would be trying to talk myself down.
I mean,
No, a dame is like stupid. That's obviously corny. And also, how
What's
do you
a dame
work
like you doing at a place like this? If
Yeah.
a guy said that to you, what would...
What's that line
God.
from where the guy's like, "What's a slut like you doing in a classy joint like this?" What's that from? I forget what that's
That's
from.
just
It's
a
like-
thing that you said.
No, it was from something that fucking killed me when I first heard it.
yeah, I think I remember too.
What's a
So
slut like
funny.
you doing in a classy place like this?
I want to say that. What's a fucking skank like you doing?
Hey.
You fucking bitch.
So now we're moving on to the tech segment of the podcast.
Where
The
talk
Apple
about
event
things
was
to
today.
do this.
And
the new iPhones actually come with pocket pussies attached.
Wait, the Apple event was today? I thought they released the phone like months ago.
No, they released the phone separate from the Apple event.
What did they show in the Apple event?
The new MacBooks, new MacBook Pros.
How do they look?
It's fucking stupid.
It's all the same shit.
It's the
They're
same
really
exact
big,
fucking
right?
shit. They got rid of all the F keys, the function keys, and now it's like a touch
I
pad.
thought you meant the letter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
oh, yeah, yeah.
how do you type words with
Yeah.
F in them?
You have to-
Holy shit.
You have to
They're
copy
they're
paste
used
F.
to do harm. There's too many slurs attached to that letter.
Yeah, they're like
they
trying
took
to create really woke.
Yeah. Well, we got rid of Vine, but we took N's off keyboards.
No, because it's Apple. They would go for F first because
Yeah.
they care more about that one.
For sure.
Yeah.
I had a laptop that...
The Mac doesn't
the
actually
M
work
didn't
unless you're wearing sandals when you hit the power button. You have to be wearing sandals.
Your eye sandals.
Yeah.
They're
They
from
go
Mac,
fast
yeah.
as hell if you're
Yeah.
also wearing socks too. What were you saying, Adam?
No, it's got some dumb fucking like extra touchpad on the top, like the shit that like shitty Windows PCs had 10 years ago, where it's like, look, you can control the music from the keyboard,
Oh,
and
yeah,
everyone's
that
like,
sucks.
this is stupid as shit.
Yeah, give me a button.
And now Apple has that, and people are like, "This is amazing."
This is
and they
genius.
cost like the entry level model is like fucking $1,800.
Jesus Christ!
That's insane.
Yeah,
I
man,
got
fuck that company.
I got a damn Asus,
Yeah, they're
baby.
bad.
Yeah. They
Fuck
have
them, but I
like
also
more
like
cash
them.
on hand than the United States federal government, I think.
Yeah.
They don't make.
Well, me
they make
too,
the most
dude.
lucrative
Is there any females out there? Any dames?
American industry. Like the iPhone is the most lucrative product. It's like surpassed fucking automobiles in terms of how lucrative it is.
Damn.
Yeah, but
Let's rob one
Apple's
company.
trying to make a car, and I feel like
Yeah,
that's
there's no
gonna
competitors really.
that's
to
gonna
it.
destroy the company if they go through with that. I think that'll destroy.
They
the
They're
make a
gonna try and
car?
go with driverless cars, I bet.
Yeah, well, everybody's going with driverless
Yeah.
cars, and that's why they're not going to be able to compete with fucking BMW and Audi and companies that have been working on it for years that also have like 100 years of experience making like really good automobiles. Apple's going to enter the market. They're going to fucking put out a car that kills people because they're used to making computers that fuck up, and if it fucks up, it's not that
it'll be
big
like
of a
a
deal.
little Max sad face
as long-
after like a family of 3
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, I mean you just can't do that with a car. So I think it's going to destroy
Honestly,
the company.
as long as you can get jerked off in the back seat, I'm down for whatever
Yeah,
car.
well you can't,
Why not?
bitch.
What?
Bitch.
Am I not allowed? Can I please get jerked off in the backseat of the car, please, Nick?
My goal is once I get rich, to have a driverless hot air balloon.
That would be
you imagine
cool.
that?
Yeah.
You just get to relax in your hot air balloon instead of dealing with the stress of sitting in hot air balloon traffic on your way to the ice cream factory. You can just relax and read a book filled with pictures of clowns.
Yeah, that would that if I
Maybe
had
ride a tricycle around the basket.
if I had $1 million, that's what I would do probably.
Get a hot air balloon?
Yeah, I get a
Travel
whole
the world in a hot air balloon.
No way, dude. I just have a whole Neverland Ranch type situation.
You would just be.
Hot air.
Would you start with the
balloons,
property, or would you start by fucking children?
It's kind
use
of
your
a
imagination,
cart
bro.
horse thing.
No, I mean, no way. I would never do that. Obviously. Why?
No.
What are we talking about? Oh, driverless hot air balloon.
It would be cool in the old age if you just built a giant water slide and, like on your deathbed or whatever, if technology gets to the point where they can pinpoint, like, okay, he's going to die in the next 45 minutes. They could put you on the water slide so you could die on the water slide.
That would be so tight.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I would love
my
to
God.
die in a water slide.
My friend Anna was telling me about she went to the ballet, and the only people that go to the ballet are like gays and like old Russians, and she's Russian. And for some reason it was like, not starting on time, and all of a sudden she hears the announcer, and it's like this very
a foot fetishist broke into the dressing rooms.
This very congenial
all of the
American voice that says, "Excuse me, one of our audience members is having a medical emergency. Everything will be fine and we will get started." And then she hears the Russian announcer, and it's just, "Someone has died of a heart attack."
Oh my God.
And like someone died, and like they took them out on a stretcher. But she's like, and that to me illustrates the difference between Americans and Russians.
Is it Russians die at the ballet?
Well, that they announce like someone has died.
Yeah. Well, that was I was in the Essex station one time. This is a little bit of New York talk.
NY City talk.
We have underground trains here, which carried the slaves. It's underground railroad
to Manhattan.
Yeah. So we have.
Midtown,
Adam, was it you that told me that? And it's not true, but it's such a funny lie that Newark is named Newark.
Yeah, to trick the slaves.
Yeah. Somebody told Adam this, and he told me that the reason Newark is called Newark was to trick black people into moving there instead of New York.
Because it was the last stop before New York.
Yeah,
on the way.
So
you thought someone telling you like the racist equivalent of like a Polak joke, like about like the punchline is like a misunderstanding.
Well, listen, first of all, that's the first thing I was ever told in my life. I believed that for 29 years.
You knew nothing.
I believe it still. I think it actually happened.
Well, anyhow, I was saying, so I was at the Essex station, and the train was stopped like halfway down the platform because someone had jumped in front of the train.
Oh, damn.
So they were just dead on the tracks or whatever, and you could like...
Yeah, I've seen a dead... yeah.
Really?
I saw that,
Yeah, so... they're like asking everybody, this announcement, like, due to a customer-involved incident, please leave the station. And so, the fire department's walking down, and we're all walking out, and one of, like, the fire chiefs, this, like, old, grizzled dude, like, fucking built, like, a brick house, is just, like, is standing at the top of the steps, like, mustache. And, these two, like, teenage girls are talking to him, and they look like they're 12 years old, and he's like, yeah, there's a dead body on the tracks. So they got to get that dead body off the tracks. Just like telling them.
Man.
Yeah,
that shit fucked my it fucked my month up when I saw that. I didn't see the whole dead body, but I saw like a leg and a shoe.
Yeah,
that shit was
fucked up.
And then it was just like a million people with their fucking phones out.
Yeah,
and then everyone got yelled at to like leave the platform.
Yeah.
And it was just like
on a personal level too, because like
there was this one old Chinese man who would not listen to the firefighters. Like, show some fucking respect. He's just standing there smiling.
Really? He was trying to get content?
Surreal shit I've ever seen.
That's nightmares.
Yeah.
He literally had the like most psychotic smile on his face. It's like
God.
he knew the guy. Was so happy he was dead.
Oh, he knew the guy?
No, but like I was like,
that's not just Chinese people are.
Yeah, they're happy when death comes.
Well, yeah, they have no etiquette. I mean, really.
What are you talking about? Chinese people are like famously obsessed with etiquette.
well, their etiquette, you know.
Which Chinese? The Chinatown Chinese? Because absolutely not.
Okay, but you understand most
You're applying
Chinese
Western
people
etiquette
don't
to it.
live in
Well,
Chinatown.
but where somebody's jumping in front of a train, I mean, yeah, that Chinese guy's probably a Chinatown guy. I saw somebody taking a dump on the sidewalk in broad daylight. It was a Chinese guy. And-
I saw that
proves
shit.
it. No, you're right,
I
Nick.
told you about that on Throop. I went around and I saw this woman like circling cars in leggings and like looking lost, and right in front of that daycare she just pulled down her pants and just like a deluge of diarrhea shot out.
I
It's,
feel
like,
for
on the
her.
sidewalk.
That was probably
Broad
an
daylight.
emergency.
It was maybe
I feel
two,
for her.
This was
they were smack shits. She was totally like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's just like heroin's back, baby.
Well,
It's the
the-
90s.
There's this,
All over
this
again.
Chinese guy. He was just sitting on the sidewalk.
Heroin
And
gives
he's-
you the shits.
He was squatting.
Yeah.
Usually, it makes you constipated.
Well, I think
I
it
thought
has
Coke
something
makes
to
you
do with
constipated.
something else
no,
they're doing.
Coke makes you poop.
Coke makes you shit.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Well, if it's cut with
a lot
poop
of times
stuff.
it's cut with.
Well, this Chinese
laxatives.
guy, he's squatting there, and he not only was he shitting, he was.
But this woman
pulling-
was like weaving.
He was pulling
like-
the turds out of his ass with his hand.
Yeah, that was awesome. That's an
Yeah.
awesome part of the
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
then-
You told me
What?
that.
Yeah, he was a Chinese guy pulling turds out of his ass with his hand, and I excitedly called at him and told him.
Yeah, you're like this guy.
Yeah.
It's like he's never learned how to shit.
Yeah. He just doesn't know that he can wait. And
It'll do it.
He's all right. It's time to shit now.
Just
Yeah.
wait for it.
he's got to do it Muslim style.
God damn it.
Well, that's what it's
You
called.
are- yeah, that's what it's called. Where?
In all the Islamic countries, every single one.
In
of
the
them.
Islamic countries, they call it Muslim style.
They
Yeah,
call it Muslim style
wiping your ass with your hand is called Muslim
In New
style.
York, they call it New York style pizza, even
Yeah.
though we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
You got
check
me there.
a mate. She's
Good
a
work.
freaking professor, dude.
Yeah, dude.
So
Yo, I
Time to
fucking-
go back to fucking class.
That's an own, dude.
all right. So then 2 days later, I see this Chinese lady, broad daylight, Canal Street, and her 5-year-old son's next to her, and the kid's got his pants pulled all the way down to his ankles, and the mom is holding the son's penis and directing the flow of his urine all over the sidewalk.
But don't you just not need to really do that with like a baby if you can stand?
Holy shit.
Wait, he's never told you
Like
this
little
before?
tiny baby
So
dicks.
funny, dude. She's just holding a little ass.
Tiny
Holding
dick.
this thing, and he's pulling his shirt up. He's got like a Hamtaro shirt.
The only
on.
reason I'm not laughing is Dick's told this a million times. You've never heard him say this before?
I have, but it's fucking hilarious.
It's so
dude.
funny. It's
Dude,
the funniest
imagine
thing ever.
She's just like annoyingly holding a little ass dick. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
A
no, my
little
mom never
uncircumcised
Tapping
Chinese
your toe.
dick. Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
done yet?
My mom never had to hold my dick
Why?
because I knew how to hold my own fucking dick.
Yeah, that's true.
You're a human being. You have some like.
But you said it was like a baby?
No, it was like a 5-year-old.
Oh!
But he doesn't know how to piss on the
oh.
street.
If you're old enough to walk, you're old enough not to have your mom hold your dick for you.
No,
That's not true.
No, you can walk. In
That's
the shit your
cultures,
pants,
dude. That's cultures. You gotta
Plus,
respect it.
he doesn't. It's his first time pissing outside. You know,
Yeah.
he doesn't know what to do with his dick.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably drunk.
Yeah, he's fucked
So
up.
just wasted.
Oh, fucking sake. Yeah,
Yeah, sake my dick off.
my man.
My friend lived in China,
Oh, yeah.
and he said that they don't drink often, but when they drink, it's it's like sitting down at a table to get blackout obliterated, as drunk as you can. Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Where
Yeah.
in China?
He lived in the south of China in like what was
Yeah,
considered
yeah.
a vacation city. Some
Beijing.
fucking
Well, he lived in a vacation city, too.
yeah.
You know, movie fucking rules.
No, yeah, of course.
That
but-
Jet Li movie, was it Legend?
I don't know.
with the ponytail, the long ass ponytail that he's like whipping around.
No, that's
Willow Smith style.
No, it's the one where he plays that Chinese like fighter, in like the Qing dynasty or some shit.
Yeah.
And then like they. Like that,
He has like a really long middle ponytail.
He has to represent China in all these fights against the West, and he like beats the shit out of all these. Like,
Oh, that's tight.
yeah, it's. A good
I'll watch
movie.
that. You want to?
I love Jet Li, dude.
Me too.
What's the last thing he was in?
Jet Li. We talked about it on the other podcast.
How they made him speak English?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
came out and it was like such a fucking disappointing movie
Yeah.
because he's like a terrible actor when he has to speak English.
Right.
Oh, I finally ordered.
That's right.
Wow, that took the entire. That took.
Yeah.
I can tell you, it took literally 37 minutes.
No shit.
You high bitch. Damn, my girl furred. What's the funniest slang for fucked up that you guys know?
Shivud.
Chivud?
Shivud, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Chivud?
Not
Shivud, like Terry
Because it
Shivud.
sounds like Hebrew.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's like in high school, we'd be like, "Yeah, I'm getting fucking shivud this weekend." Yo, my
pretty
sister
good.
gave me a bottle of Malibu. We're gonna get fucking shivud. Remember Malibu?
Malibu,
Hypnotic?
dude.
Yeah.
I used to drink that shit in
Remember Hypnotic?
junior
Yeah, you
year of
remember
high
making
school.
Incredible Hulk?
Yep.
No.
And it's Hennessy and
Hennessy that turns
Hypnotic.
green, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
fuck.
Yeah. Incredible Hulk. I used to love drinking
You
that.
guys
I
shit.
knew
trying to
this
drink-
kid
oh,
in
you
high
can't drink.
school.
Wait, what's in it?
Who's a
It's
rapper now?
Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Oh, that sounds disgusting.
I knew this kid in high school that's a rapper now that we were at a party. He's like, "Yo, you want some Hulk?"
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's the whole story.
That's so cool,
I shouldn't
dude.
have blazed with
Can
Amber,
you
dude.
call him up and maybe he can like say some of his raps at us?
Oh, I've heard his
On
raps.
speaker?
What kind of rapper is he?
They're not very good.
Is he
raps.
good?
No.
There is a rap group, a multiracial rap group that used to do the open mic at Felicitas in Rockville,
Hell yeah.
which was this Italian restaurant above a parking garage that like 4 old people would drink in and nobody else. But they would have the rap group. Greg Bahanish would have the rap group close the open mic sometimes.
That's hilarious.
And their name was Hypodermic.
Oh,
That's
hell
good.
Yeah, and it was 2 white kids and 2 black kids, and
They're
boy,
probably pretty-
did they suck! I know you
That
probably
wasn't
thought they
good?
were great, but
What kind of rap was it? Was it like conscious? Was it political?
I
Was
have
it
no
backpack?
idea.
Doing
No, there's
fucking
no way
open mic rapping is the worst thing I've ever
The
heard.
best
of.
was when we were at that show with sitting at that table with Dana, and that guy had that harmonic
that
melodian
weird
thing.
trash instrument he found, like that Punch Drunk Love piano.
Yeah, the
thing.
punch drunk love piano thing, and he was just singing.
Yeah, he sucked dick at whatever that was. That wasn't an open mic. Weatherby booked that guy.
Yeah, he booked him.
Weatherby in one of his drunken Wes Anderson spells booked that stupid piano man.
a melodica. That's what that's called.
Melodium.
Melodium? I thought it's a
I think.
melodica.
What? What is
It's
it?
like
It's a Calliope.
That's
What?
Calliope?
Calliope. It's different.
That's a Greek name.
No, those are the things that are at the
Calliope.
front of a steamship. Those
Yeah.
little organs at the front of the steamship.
Shit's a Greek word, bitch.
Well, they
That's a Greek
probably
name.
took it
It's
for Greek.
it
Anyway,
means Kelly.
No, it's a melodic. It's a little tiny piano from Punch Drunk Love.
I don't know. Did you blow into it?
No.
Okay,
Oh.
that's a melodica.
A melodica. It's like a harmonica and a piano together, but like it's not like you hold it like Weird Al. It's like on a table, like a wooden piano, and in
Weird
the
Al-
back it's got a harmonica kind of
Weird
thing.
Al sucks, right?
No, he's rules.
Dude, come on.
Weird Al is a
Parody
children's
songs?
entertainment.
Exactly. That shit
That's-
sucks.
that's
dude.
right.
No, he rules.
I don't understand.
Children-
I don't
That shit
understand the
sucks.
Weird Al obsession. I mean, he's not bad at what he does, but I never gave a shit about
Exactly.
Weird Al.
Oh, I liked it when I was young.
Exactly. When you're 11 years old, why the fuck are all these grown motherfuckers going to Weird Al?
The same
fucking
reason they're
concerts?
No,
into
it's for
wrestling or
children.
fucking comedy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
that's
the boy
weird.
version of like those girls who are really into Harry Potter.
Oh, right. True.
It's like you should grow out of
Harry
that.
Potter's pretty magical, though. Harry Potter, like,
Literally,
makes you
the
feel
only
like you
thing I'm
belong.
into now that I was into when I was 13 is beating off. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I don't like it anymore, but I think he's cool. Like I think he found his thing. I'm proud. Like he's probably
Dude,
like a good
I'm
guy.
proud of him.
YouTube
I'm
is
proud of
I
proven.
feel so.
Dude, YouTube
I
has
feel a kinship.
people are
with
so
Weird
much
Al.
better at fucking
Well, that's the
parody
thing.
songs.
YouTube should have destroyed Weird Al, but somehow he's still around.
Is
you
he
know?
really?
I mean,
just
it's
because of
just
nostalgia.
11-year-olds,
He did.
yeah.
I'm so handy instead of I'm so fancy.
Oh, really?
It's the
bad.
dorkiest.
Jesus
That's
Christ!
so bad.
He did
White and nerdy? Are you kidding
No,
me?
he did.
That sucks.
No, he did one that was.
Dude, even the good ones. I'm fat.
Aluminum
Nah, did
foil.
you see Tigers in Paradise? Or Tigers in Paradise?
Tigers in Paris.
That one was that's a little rough.
What?
Tigers in Paris?
Yeah.
You see that one?
Yeah, that's
It's pretty
good.
good. Fuck, what is it?
My Tigger by YG.
Yeah.
My Tigger.
Yeah.
Hoo, my Tigger. I don't know. That's my Tigger voice.
Is that
Yeah.
what Tigger sounds like?
I think so. Right? Isn't that what Tigger
Kinda,
sounds like?
yeah.
Also, I heard that story about his parents dying, and I'm like, I'm always
it's
gonna
the worst
fuck with
thing.
him.
What happened?
Oh my
His
god.
parents died
His parents were
tragically.
murdered, dude.
No, they
What?
weren't. Shut
Yeah,
up.
by the fucking by
CIA.
Will-
CIA.
He parodied
Where
the
Nick is
wrong
just
guy's
lying.
song.
Yep.
You also fucking
No, but
that Red Hot Chili Pepper song. He parodied it with Yabba Dabba Dabba Do Now
to
or
be fair,
whatever
those
the
are
fuck.
basically the
Which
lyrics
is
of
the-
every
yeah,
Red
yeah.
Hot Chili Pepper song.
Yeah,
Whatever,
the
man.
Peps,
Weird Al
dude.
sucks my dick.
His parents died of like the worst way, like a gas.
A gas leak in their
And they
house,
both
and his
just
parents
died.
died.
No.
And then he had
They
a
just
show
both
that
just
night.
didn't wake
He had
up.
that show that night, and
When?
and he went up and he played it anyway for the people, even though his parents just died.
He should have canceled that
no,
show.
you
That's
shouldn't have.
fucking
What are you
crazy.
gonna do? Fucking spend that time alone by yourself thinking about it? No, you're with the people that love you and love Weird Al.
But that's great for Weird Al, dude. It just makes me like
do
him
the
and
same
think.
I don't know. I
thing,
don't
dude.
know that it's healthy.
If
You
my
cancel
parents
that
were
shit.
killed
you
by
should-
gas, you better believe I would be podcasting that night. I would absolutely.
That is
I would
Nick
get on the
Mullen
horn
promise.
and I'd say, "Gas be damned."
When did
And
his
that'd be
parents
weird
die?
because my parents don't even live in the same apartment.
That
died
would be
in
such a coincidence.
Yeah.
If both your
Died in
parents
separate
died of a gas leak.
incidents. But I know they're up there, proud of their boy and his new career.
On the Cum podcast.
Fuck. When did his parents die? Weird Al's parents.
I don't
A few
know.
years ago.
A couple of years ago.
It was like way after they had the behind the music with Weird Al, and his parents were on it.
Oh,
They were
man.
like, he was just a really good
That's
boy.
sad as shit.
And like, so
He
like,
just seems like a good guy that was
He
into
is
a
a good
really
guy.
This
nerdy
shit's
thing.
corny as fuck, dude.
he's
Weird
a
Al
good
is
He's just
corny.
the biggest nerd of all time. Like he's in his zen place, and I kind of like appreciate that. I'm not gonna buy the CD. I'm not gonna
Listen to one song.
I do. I listen
Listen
to
to
them
the
all
whole
one
thing.
time through, and I think they're okay. I think
They're just for children. It's just, don't judge it.
I'm just
by-
tired of fucking 40-year-old motherfuckers
No, I agree
freaking out and
entirely.
going to
That's
the show.
unacceptable.
that's weird. I agree.
That shit sucks. Dude, imagine going to a fucking concert to hear I'm fat. Imagine going to a concert
You're mad
to
right
hear
now.
fucking... Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit
Oh,
sucks.
now we finally got to this root of all
Yeah,
this.
okay. All right.
Stop
Stop.
with that
You're
song.
mad at him. You're
Stop
mad
with
at
that
something
song.
made
That's
on
not
fat.
It's
fucking
not
As a
funny.
big, beautiful
Some people have
woman.
problems, you know what I mean? Like glandular issues, and they can't. Is that so funny? And I used to like that song, but now I can't even listen to it without feeling offended.
Yeah.
The original.
The Michael Jackson, I'm black.
I'm black, whatever it is.
I'm black.
I'm black. I swear to God.
Really, really black.
I swear to God, I'm black.
Who's black?
No, dude, I can't. I just can't think of them because they all suck dick.
Now, did he have vitiligo or was he bleaching his skin?
He had. He
It might
got.
have been both, but he was definitely
He had
bleaching
both.
his skin.
My mom has vitiligo.
He had
Really?
vitiligo, and
Yeah.
then he got him
It's not
to.
that
She used to be
noticeable in
super
white
fucking
people.
dark, dude. She's a super dark black lady. And now she's the ghost of Barbados. That's what they call her.
Whatever,
It's
man.
so
I-
Goes
sad.
around snatching dreads.
Name one good Weird Al song real quick before
Why
we
are
move
you
on.
doing this? It's like you're reading through a Mother Goose fucking like book
I hate
of nursery
Weird Al.
rhymes and being like, look at this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
This is low quality literature. Tell me what about this is good. It's like it's for children.
I remember. I
Yeah.
remember being in West Virginia with my cousins and my grandma.
Oh, nice. Mountain Mama.
At some like
you
weird
guys
like
kiss?
community center thing. It was like, you know, they just had this building where they had like events or whatever. It's the middle of fucking nowhere. And then they had this one room where they had a guy DJing or whatever, and there was like maybe drinks or something. It was like, I guess 4 families. And I was probably like 9 or 10. And there was a guy DJing, and he was playing Weird Al songs. And he was this kind of fat, shitty-looking guy. And I remember looking at him, and that was like the first time I saw an adult. And I'm like, oh, they like suck. This guy like just sucks, dick, dude.
I remember
He's a fucking DJ in the middle of West Virginia, playing Weird Al songs in a community center.
Man, yeah, when you realized adults could be fucking idiots,
Yeah.
that shit was fucking.
Well, I remember seeing like homeless people. I didn't think they were idiots, but I felt like really bad. I was like, something's
shut
wrong.
up. This is like when you said you thought Elaine was hot.
Right. This is
as a
where
little
I
kid.
tell a story that's funny, and you have to turn it into like, well, I remember like caring about people. Being a
fucking
good
little
person.
bitch.
It is a
I
real
remember when
humble
I
brag
saw Ace Ventura. I saw Dumb and Dumber. I cried. This is how big of a pussy I was. I cried when they
The
gave
bird.
the blind
Diarrhea.
kid
Me too.
the
I
bird.
actually did. I actually found that pretty
You
sad.
I
cried during
couldn't
the
handle
diarrhea
it.
scene?
No, when they gave the blind kid the
Did
bird.
we talk about
The
how
blind kid, the bird
how
was
funny
sad.
that like screenplay must be
Yeah.
for the 5 pages of exposition on the diarrhea?
Yeah.
They're like, no, I understand
have
it's just a
improv'd
cheap
a lot of
diarrhea
that.
joke, but this is going to go on
I
for
think
like
that
10
a lot of that's
minutes.
just organic him.
That script
JB.
is actually just 47 pages long because the diarrhea scene is the bulk of the movie.
Have you read this? Let's read the script. Let's find it.
Anyway,
which scene
when-
did you cry during?
When they gave the blind kid the bird
I
and he was
actually-
petting it and
I
he
thought
was
that
like
was sad
pretty
as
bird.
shit.
Pretty
too.
birdie. I thought that shit was
You know
hilarious.
that when you're a kid, you just can't handle.
I agree with
Yeah.
that.
You can't handle.
I think
like,
I just had a fish
that
die.
things are terrible sometimes.
Oh,
Like,
throw another shrimp on the
You're
Bobby.
very
that was funny.
You're
with
a very
Austrian.
sensitive child.
I was sensitive.
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, guys.
I
Yeah,
can't
well,
remember the
sorry,
last
dude.
movie I cried at. Does it count if you're drunk?
Yes. For
Like,
the,
having, like,
everything
really
you do
drunk?
wrong also counts when you're drunk. It's still
Well, I'll tell you.
farting in the bathtub is still unacceptable when you're
because
drunk.
saying I love you doesn't mean shit. So I don't know if crying does either. I don't think displays of emotion count.
What?
I never
what
cry
was
when
it
I'm
then?
drunk.
Vino Veritas.
What
I
was
cry
it?
basically every sport thing.
You cry.
Yeah.
You're a crier.
I'm a
I got
crier.
real. I got real drunk and watched the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie, and fell asleep crying, spilling Taco Bell all over.
Crying about what?
But in the first 2 minutes of the movie, I passed out immediately when George
Crying about
Kirk
what?
Was it
sacrifices
really about
himself.
the movie?
Yeah,
You were just moved.
yeah. I mean, George Kirk sacrifices himself to save
James.
no, George.
The dad.
It's the
Oh, his
dad.
dad.
dude. Yeah.
You fucking idiot.
Sorry.
God damn it, dude.
Fuck, guys.
You're
I
supposed to be the
smoked
smart
pot
one.
with Amber after lunch, and now I haven't been as good on the
I'm having a
podcast.
great time, and you're talking about the great tragedies of your childhood.
I'm just not
Maybe
good.
It's not the right drug for you.
I know. I've been trying for it to be the right drug for me for fucking 17 years or something.
You want some more?
I cried it
Yeah,
up,
of course.
Yeah, I didn't cry it up, but that did fuck me.
That shit fucked me up, dude. The beginning where the lady dies. Come on.
Oh, at
dude.
the beginning of the
I was high as
J.J.
hell,
Abrams.
too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I was high as
Oh.
hell.
It's brutal.
It was
No, I
brutal.
didn't cry from that. I can't cry from cartoons.
I cried at the end when somebody
Okay.
told me that the little boy was supposed to be Asian. I thought he was white the entire time, and then somebody was like, "No, it's Asian," and then I was like, "What?"
Represented.
Yeah, I felt bad for enjoying that movie.
Damn, bro.
Ugh. No, I cry like anytime there's a dad and a touchdown and a speech and a comeback and a victory. I cry half
Did you
half
cry?
the ESPN 30 for 30.
Yeah.
cry-
30 for 30's fucked
Did
me
you
up.
cry during the inch-by-inch speech?
No, I didn't cry during that. That's not a
Any given
sad
Sunday?
movie.
Yeah, it is. Gentlemen, how many inches are on a football field? Let's count them. 1, 2.
You hurt yourself doing an impression.
Pacino
You're struggling.
It hurts to do a Pacino.
Yeah.
Pacino.
That's why he's an amazing actor, is
Yeah.
that he can still do that and not just like cry or cough up
I can
blood.
do it if I don't have a cold.
What's he like as a real guy, Pacino? He has
He's
a black
great. Well, let me
wife.
tell you.
Yeah, me and Al, we hang out all the time.
He has a black wife.
Yeah.
Al's good. No, that's
Every
De Niro.
celebrity has a black wife.
That's true.
Angelina Jolie has a black wife.
Yeah, I remember watching some George Lucas interview, and then at the end he walks away and he's like leaving with his black wife.
Yep.
And that was when I found out he had a black wife, because I watched it and I'm like, who the fuck is that? Walking away with some black woman? It didn't make any sense. And then someone was like, yeah, that's his wife. And it's like, how the fuck was Jar Jar not a conversation that came up in that household?
Absolutely, that's
No.
crazy.
How the fuck was she not like?
I'll
Because
tell
she
you how.
stayed out of his
Looking at his
nerd
drawings,
I'll
like,
tell you
hey,
how-
George, what the fuck is this?
I'll give you a fucking 8 billion reasons why it wasn't the fucking conversation, or however much dollars George Lucas has, because he's rich.
You think George Lucas has $8 billion?
He probably has $1 billion.
He probably has a bill. He gets paid every time they say droid, dude.
Yeah, $8 billion.
I bet you he has 8 billion. I'm sticking with it. Someone
Yeah.
look up
I don't
his
think he has
fucking-
$8 billion.
I don't think it's that. There's no way it's that.
The Garfield guy, Jim Davis, has like $900 million.
Yeah.
Dude, Star Wars? Are you fucking kidding me? That shit. My man's got 8 bill.
Net worth.
My man's got a lot of motherfucking money. I'll tell you what.
He also
bitch.
produced a lot of stuff, so
Damn,
$5 billion. Yeah,
Bitch!
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
What did I
not
tell
far
you,
up,
motherfuckers?
Yeah,
Jim
Disney
Davis
bought
net
it.
worth.
Jim,
Why'd you get a man to be your Siri?
because he's gay and he beats
Yeah, I
off
want
to
the
it.
British one. Oh yeah, Jim Davis is worth $5.1 billion.
No.
What?
Yeah.
No, he's lying.
No, I'm serious. Jim Davis family, real time
Let me
net
see.
worth
Please,
as of
I can't
10/20/16.
tell when you're
Show me the
lying
fucking
right now.
5.1 billion.
He's lying.
Show it to me
He's
instead of
lying.
reading it, bitch.
He's lying. I looked it up recently.
I'm
It's
looking at it right now. You fucking retard.
He's so mad.
5.1 billion. Okay.
Jim
I don't
Davis?
believe Stavros either. I think he.
No,
Yeah, they're both lying.
I'm not lying, bitch. Bitches.
Okay,
call
George
me
Lucas
bitch.
penis length.
George Lucas.
Check on that. I found this on the web for die George Lucas penis lane.
How long is it?
4.7. Close to average.
Yeah, like a little bigger than average.
That's huge.
Yeah, that guy's got a big. I didn't know George Lucas was
Dragging
packing.
it, dragging it around.
You know, when George Lucas pulls out his dick, it makes the sound effect from the THX logo. Why the fuck did that? I get it. They're huge speakers. Turn that shit off.
You know, Dr. Dre got sued because he used that on the Chronic 2001.
Well, thank God we're
so?
never going to get sued for using
Any
copyrighted material.
copyrighted stuff.
I don't think this podcast will ever make as much money as the Chronic 2001.
I think we will.
Maybe.
Nah, I'd save it off. People are already deleting pledges.
Nice.
Which, hey, don't do that, guys.
Yeah, please
You
don't.
know? I mean, I know this is probably a bummer episode.
Oh my god. So I'm sorry, I just saw the Bundy brothers were acquitted,
Yeah, in Oregon.
but I'm looking at all their mugshots, and of course they all look like mutants. But then there's this one that's hot.
That's sexy.
You would fuck one of them?
No, I wouldn't fuck any of them.
Weren't
They're,
their names
libertarian
gotta be on the
psychos.
Clive,
But like,
right?
look, they're all like mutants.
You like the one in the middle?
Yeah, obviously.
The one with the face. Does he have Bell's palsy?
There's
Why?
something going
Look at
on. There's
this.
an asymmetry issue.
Yeah, the
it's like,
side of his face
it's
is
like
just
7
hanging
hill
off
people
his
and
face.
then one guy that looks like Tom Hardy. Like, it's
probably-
like ridiculous.
Someone's got to
He
fuck in
doesn't
the
look like
hills.
Tom. Don't get carried away.
Okay,
Amber.
Someone's
he's
gotta
a
fuck in the
good-looking
hills.
guy.
Yo, put
That's premium content, guys. We're gonna have a picture of that guy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to upload pictures of that so you can follow along at home. The Bundy guys, I kind of don't want to go in. A lot of our audience is probably sympathetic to those.
pro
guys.
Bundy.
Yeah, I don't really want to shit on them and
I'm gonna get
alienate.
so much hell from these people.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
so-
wait. I just enlarged it. He just only looks good compared to the rest of the mutants.
He's gross.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and I like that
But
everybody's
he's
mad.
next to a guy with the asymmetry.
Everybody's mad that they got off, and it's like they were tried by a jury of their peers.
Of their peers.
So you can't complain about it ever.
Wait, what?
No,
what?
I'm
How did they
complaining.
get up?
Democratic.
Yeah. They got not guilty on like every single charge.
How did
Even
that
the
happen?
firearms
Yeah.
charges. which
I
is-
know, which is like they were walking
Yeah,
around
right.
with firearms.
Yeah.
How can you?
We're gonna
Yeah.
kill the president
Yeah.
if he tries to stop us.
But I
Wait,
know
how
the
did
jury
they
was
get away
nothing but like
with
the
it?
jury was nothing but like old women that are like,
Probably
well,
it was a
one of
jury
those
trial,
hooded
and
boys
of
looked
course
at
they
me the
were
wrong way at the mall last week, so I feel it'll be
a
fair.
bunch of fucking dumb rednecks.
Rednecks
that-
from Southern Oregon?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
That's so wild.
I'm sure their defense
you think
attorney
that,
wore like an oversized cowboy hat the entire time.
Yeah.
The trial was going, he's like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just a frontier man like my daddy was and my daddy before him. In fact, I don't even know the law. I've only read the operator's manual from a 2016 Ford F-150. And there's a note section in the back. And in the note section, do you know what I wrote, ladies and gentlemen? That's right, the Pledge of Allegiance. From memory. And I stood up while I was doing it, and I will continue to for the rest of my life. Case closed, Your Honor.
Dude, you should be a lawyer, man.
Thanks, yeah.
I'm moved.
Yeah, I'm crying right now.
You just got to channel.
You're crying.
That was a time to kill.
guy.
Yeah, you were like Matthew up there, dude.
They-
Shit, it's good.
Yeah,
they
it
pull
was
up that
incredible.
truck, and they threw the Pledge of Allegiance in the back of that truck. And the Constitution. And they brought the Constitution out to a field, and they held her down in that hot summer heat. They used her head for beer can throwing practice. And when they were finished, they raped the Constitution. Now, I want you to imagine that. Well, hold on. I don't know how analogies work, but imagine it's like a white girl or something. Thanks. Case closed. Defense rests, Your Honor.
Oh shit.
You know who sounds exactly like him? He's kind of a piece of shit, but he's like so pleasing to listen to. Trey Gowdy.
I don't know Trey Gowdy.
He's like the fucking head Benghazi committee
Oh, really?
guy. Yeah, just the.
Oh,
Does he have a good
yeah.
voice?
Yeah, he is. He's like from South Carolina, so he's got
Is he
that
the
like.
vaping
So
guy?
when you had an email server, did you really think that people weren't going to find out about it?
Yeah, that sounds good.
And it's like, get him, Trey.
That is actually a weird thing, because politicians can really look
Yeah.
so disgustingly ugly, but
Yeah.
most of them have pretty aesthetically pleasing voices. That's something
Yeah.
that's remarkable
Yeah.
about Hillary.
Well,
is that
yeah, Trey Gowdy's
she
like
just
that.
Hillary has
sucks
the
to
most
listen to.
Trey
uncomfortable-
Gowdy looks like he's 7 years old. He looks like a 7-year-old boy, and he has that.
How old is he?
He's probably like 51 years
But
old.
he's got
Really?
like McConaughey voice.
Yeah, he's got the same voice as McConaughey.
That's how you get elected, man. That's how you
Yeah.
get them votes.
So guys, if you want to get elected, just nail that Matthew McConaughey impression, and then you don't have to worry about your, Bell's palsy or whatever you got going on. And that's gonna have to do it for the episode. We are out of time, folks.
Are
So yeah, no, this part here was an hour.
nice.
So the part before.
Holy crap.
This go up Saturday, probably Halloween.
Ooh,
So
fuck Halloween.
get spooky. We already did the
Suck
Halloween
Halloween.
episode.
Yeah, we already did that.
That was funny.
Thanks again for listening to the premium content. Please convince your friends to sign up for it so they can.
Yeah, don't share accounts. That's unpatriotic.
Shut the fuck up, dude. Shut up.
Come on, man.
Share the account if you want. Upload it to torrent sites. Get the word out there. And then just
What
PayPal
about-
me and Stav money private. Don't let Adam know about it.
You can also Venmo me.
Yeah, you can Venmo the two of us, but not Adam. And
Why?
I want that iced tea thing.
Oh yeah, and I want a couple Twix bars.
And buy us the Vitamix blender.
Yeah,
And a
we'll split
hand-
And
it.
then tell that piece of shit Phil to get us our fucking
Yeah,
PlayStation.
fuck Phil, man. Keep harassing him, please.
Yeah. All right.
What's his Twitter?
At
Tree River.
Tree River?
No.
At Tree River.
I don't know.
His name's Phil Cohen. Adam, what's his phone number?
Or just send us PlayStation 4s.
I think
Send us
he gets a
PlayStation.
shout out pretty much every
All
episode.
right. Well, you
It's
guys
not a
know.
shout out. We want that asshole to give us PlayStation.
Phil Cohen. He works at where's his place? Where's he work?
Stop it,
All right,
dude.
okay. All right,
Don't dox
thanks, guys.
Phil.